And we're live with Root, the Thorned Roses. We have all our critters lined up, and we're diving back into the mysteries of Furfallen. Quillon, when do you go over the itinerary of last session?
Yes, a progress report. Yes. I've got the quill right here, and so last time, after we were swiftly introduced to the general, as they were called, I was given my immediate orders to dispatch him as quick as possible. So I flew into the darkness and killed him violently at Valentino's orders. Then we had a body to deal with, so we went out into the woods, and Molevin helped me bury the body, while Ratthew and Valentino and Jules cleaned up the mess. And then, we saw some rabbits heading into town, and those rabbits were a little bit sketch, so we followed them. And then I found that I snuck up and checked in the barrels, and found out that there was some real shiny stuff inside. And when we woke up in the morning, they saw all our flyers saying that we had saved the town, and they were like, "How did you save the town?" Like, somehow as if we were lying, like liars. So we go talk to the sheriff. We tell him exactly what we did, which is that we chased off a villainous figure who intended to poison the town, which we did technically do. We just left out the part that he was dead. Then we were instructed not to bother the Buddy Brotherhood, and then we immediately went to bother the Buddy Brotherhood. We got in as pickle inspectors with my wonderful skills of forgery. And Ratthew has discovered a box, unbeknownst to me yet. And that is the current progress of 3 stones, 6 birds. Quite a terrible plan name, I think, but everyone's insisted on it.
Quillon, are you reading my book?
No, I didn't rip out a page.
I love that. Just like, no, I didn't rip out a page. I don't think that was insinuated, but you know. I could just picture that. Just what's the status report? You just hear, and then suddenly Quillon has a report.
Wait, Quillon? I believe you forgot to mention the part where that girl had an accident at the lab. Oh, and we're gonna go on a journey to... What's that town? Was it Scotland?
I think so.
Oh, Rossland's Barrow. Get a new shipment?
We're heading somewhere soon. All I know is we're in the basement right now.
Yeah, so...
Let's investigate!
So we left off, Molevin, you are upstairs in the archives. You've been handed a book that was written by one of your ancestors, and it does have some missing pages. The rest of you are down in this basement inspecting the pickle barrels. Under the watchful eye of one of the Buddy Brotherhood, who is sort of letting you mill around and investigate, air quotes, investigate with your forged paperwork.
No, I think I was insinuating they should bribe me with wine if they want to have a good review.
I
Oh, that
We
was.
And they did have wine down
kind
here,
of wine
didn't
are
they?
you looking for? The old one or the young one?
Valentino doesn't know that.
We have plenty of wine. It's mainly used for religious purposes. Are you a religious bat?
I can't quite say I am, but I do partake of the communal wine, that's for sure.
Well, we're not ones to refuse those who are in need of spiritual guidance. Sometimes it comes to the mind with the help of alcoholic content. Why don't you
So
join us
you
for
actually
dinner?
worship someone? Oh, dinner. Well, can't turn down a good invitation.
I think we
Perhaps we can.
I don't-
What?
We have been informed of your great efforts in looking after the town and the situation with the illness. We would love to pay back that kindness.
Ratthew, imagine if I turned down your hospitality when you offered it. That'd just be
Uh,
outright rude.
Oh, yeah, but honestly, it'd probably be smarter if you did. Uh, I think you'd be better off, but I guess staying for a little bit wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, see.
It's not very common I'd agree with Ratthew, but I agree with Ratthew that it might be worth leaving.
If I had swatted away
Going
the
to dinner?
hand that
Already?
offered, I would still be on the street.
You see the bunny rabbit, who's escorting you, is ping-ponging his head between you as you have this debate about staying or not.
We have many pickles to eat in town.
I've had enough of pickles. I want some decent, well-prepared food for once, not this pub scrum.
Valentino, that's our job, remember? That's what we do.
Well, if you're not happy with the food provided for you at your lodgings, we would be happy to host you here.
Wonderful.
What we have is humble, but you may enjoy that if you do not like what you are already provided with.
How humble are we talking?
He sort of gestures
You're not
to
serving us,
the brown cloth.
The
robe
unsalted
that he's
food.
wearing. You're not
And
going
you
to
walked
serve
through
us
the
the same.
kitchens earlier as well to get to this basement. It's the basics. Any meal that you got here would probably be like porridge or bread and cheese.
Ooh, porridge.
Perhaps we just take a complimentary bottle of wine. Actually, that'll suit me.
These guys are too poor. I can't.
Yes.
Perhaps our young
dosh
lord is not
soup
satisfied
kitchen.
with his life. I would, under these circumstances, propose that you have a fast so that you could appreciate that you have what others do not.
Fast? I get a little cranky when I haven't had, when I haven't indulged in it a while.
My point
You
exactly.
don't want to see that side of me.
Quillon is going to go over to this rabbit and pull him aside and go, he's very sheltered.
Yes,
I
that is apparent. You could do with a guiding hand.
That's my job.
Then perhaps you could lead by example.
What do you mean?
Well, the young lordling is clearly, I don't want to use the word spoiled, but spoiled.
You see like a little bit of like rage
I'm gonna use
get into the back of like Quillon's eyes and the implication that Valentino's spoiled.
He
What
has
could you
many things that others would do anything for, but he seems ungrateful to have them.
I'm grateful. I think you'll find I'm grateful for all my fans, and I think you'll also forget that I have bat ears, very good hearing.
I make no secret of this conversation.
I'll mark an exhaustion to listen in. And I think we've said quite enough.
We have enough wine back in the room, sir.
Yes. I think we've seen all the pickles that we need to see for now. We need to gather our friend and leave.
Then you will not be joining us for dinner.
Probably not.
That is correct.
That is a pity. Let us retrieve your friend. Follow me. And
unless of course you're offering more than just the soup kitchen.
The bunny will look at Quillon and raise an eyebrow and as if to say, my point exactly. And then we'll gesture to the stairs. After you.
I was expecting a banquet, Quillon.
Not every town has a banquet.
Which ones
Speaking
do?
of
We should go to
fasting
those.
and all that food, I had a genius idea. How about we create some kind of dish that you can make very quickly on the roads if you're in a hurry? I call it fast food?
No. No, they said fasting is not eating food.
Different type of fasting, but I have heard of this new concept of fast food. Apparently it can be ready in moments, and you can dine without cutlery.
Yeah, cooking always
sounds
takes
rather
so much time.
I don't know why you all
with your
spend your
bare
time
hands.
cooking.
It sounds very primitive, eating with just your hands. I mean, we're not animals, are we?
But when one is traveling on the road, you don't necessarily need to be burdened by such things.
Food gets everywhere. Much rather be eating at a full tabletop, preferably mahogany, with silverware.
Mr. Valentine, you have
That's
to
the
remember
proper
your diet is very restricted.
Yes, but I just like seeing all the little forks and spoons in order, in size order. It pleases me much.
I like to imagine that Valentino's meals are the fancy meals that have a single olive on a plate, but that's not because of it's not because of anything involving that being a small amount of food. No, that's the solid food that he can intake before he starts feeling sick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Those 10 portions are just there for show.
Honestly, all these pickles might be making him a bit anxious.
Why do you think we transitioned to the wine cellar? Speaking of, did we see anything strange or untoward in this wine cellar?
We saw the barrel that I cut a hole in.
Okay.
But there didn't seem to be anything but pickles in it.
Okay, so they've moved. Yeah. They've moved them. The gems, that is.
Ratthew stole a box secretly. I believe Quillon saw him steal the box.
Wasn't it a book or some kind?
No, it was a box, a locked box.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still locked?
Yeah, where's Molevin? Maybe we should get Molevin. We should probably go. I think.
The bunny priest will sort of guide you through and up the stairs the same way that Molevin was taken. When you reach the archives, it's a tall, not narrow, but it's not as wide as the church downstairs. There's a long table in the middle that's sort of at this point covered with stacks of books, and you assume Molevin is somewhere in here.
So, if I might ask, how do you keep your eyes so glassy and your smile so stiff?
I don't understand.
It just got this look on you.
It is to comfort anyone who enters our church.
Cut to Quillon, who has a beak that is literally stiff, and then eyes like they have that delineate no emotion.
You do not find our facial expression comforting?
I just find the way you're looking at me a little disconcerting. Of course, I'm not used to people looking at me.
How do you feel?
A little bit uncomfy, I guess.
Why do you suppose that is? What about someone staring at you makes you uncomfortable? Have you done something that you're trying to hide? Perhaps that is what makes you uncomfortable. The eyes that the Bunny Lord gives us sees all. It sees your darkest secrets.
Oh, what do they see?
No, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need to know what they see.
They see many things on many people. It is not our place to divulge said secrets. However, if you wish to come to confession, that is between the hours of 10 and 11 every day. You do not need an appointment. We accept walk-ins.
Okay.
Confession.
Yes, you come to one of the booths, and one member of the Brotherhood will sit on one side,
and then the guards come in and they arrest you, right? That's what the confession's all about. Is you give your account, and the guards come in and you're arrested.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh.
We do not know who enters the booth. You enter, you speak what is on your mind to free yourself of that burden, and the Bunny Lord will absolve you of your crimes.
Who said anything about crimes? I didn't say anything about crimes. There are no crimes being done.
You said crimes an awful lot there.
Quillon, maybe don't say crimes anymore.
But I didn't do any crimes.
Are they in the library now?
Yeah.
Excuse me, can you keep it down? I'm trying to read here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, we were leaving, Molevin.
Well, what do you mean we're leaving? I'm not done reading.
We're going.
Everything?
Well, yeah, you see that there's 2 piles of books. The room is split in half. This pile, I have finished reading all the titles, and this pile I haven't read all the titles, and then I'm going to write all the titles down in alphabetical order, and then I'm going to start reading books. So I have a lot to go through.
We could just come back, or you can come back later.
How about we just stay?
What we can do to compromise, since we cannot have the books left in this manner, it's very difficult for anyone to find what they need. Why don't we give you a library card? You can take a couple of these books with you and then return them, and take a couple of others.
Oh, really? You would do that for little old me?
We would do that for anyone, should they ask. Provided you return the books, of course.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna retract what I was about to say.
Quillon will lead up to Valentino and say, "What's a library card?"
Well, let me put the books back on the shelves in alphabetical order. And Molevin will start to painstakingly put the books back on the shelves in alphabetical order.
The bunny that kind of like guided you up here will start helping you put the books back on the shelves, looking relieved that the books are no longer going to be sat here in chaos.
Quillon, the too poor to know what a library card is, asking Valentino, the too rich to know what a library card is.
Yeah. No idea. The library is a place where you just take books. I never
Books
needed a
free.
card before. Yes. It's just paper. Pretty worthless.
A library card is so that one, especially the public, can borrow books and ensures their safe return. And it means that we can track down the last person who borrowed said book, so we can retrieve it if required.
What is this burrow you speak of? Is this the place where badgers live?
It's a tracking device.
In a sense, yes.
Oh no!
It is those who are too poor to possess their own books may borrow from the church.
Guys, books are expensive.
Indeed.
No, they're not. They're really not.
They grow on trees.
Yes, they yeah, precisely. They grow on trees, everyone. It's fine.
I have concerns.
I have no concept of this burrow as well.
Borrow. It means to lend.
It's like money lending.
Lend?
You know, whenever you give money and then they give money back, but a little bit more.
But we do not expect more back. We just expect the book borrowed back in safe return in a good condition.
You don't understand how to lend things, do you?
Yeah,
I've
Valentino,
never lent
you
anyone
borrow
anything
something.
in my life.
You borrow something when you can't,
If I want
afford it.
Oh dear. We need to leave this establishment.
Immediately.
Yeah. I've heard all I need to hear.
So you start getting the books back on the shelves. And very distracting once again. What was I saying? Books back on the shelf. And
this isn't them.
It 100% is, but it's the way you kept moving it around the screen. It was very distracting. So yeah, books are back on the shelf. And Molevin, you are welcome to take a couple of these books with you.
Mm-hmm. I will look for a book about important figures in the Eagle Airy and the Marquis de Cat. I'll take those two books. So that way...
Is there any books in the conspiracy? Any books marked by the conspiracy?
So sorry, 1 second. So you wanted one book on the Eyrie.
Yes.
Like what was it? Sorry, their family tree sort of thing.
Yeah, like important figures in the Eyrie and in the
Important
Marquis de
figures.
Cat.
You have all the important figures you need, and right here.
And then a book on anything marked by the conspiracy.
I'm just wondering if any text that we have is here, or if there might be a codex or some sort of like secrets message. If this is where like people can borrow books, it's a perfect way to like leave messages. Is you would replace all the pages in a book with new pages with a message.
Sure. So let me start with Molevin. Molevin, you find two books. So one is called Eyrie Today, Gone Tomorrow, A History of the Eyrie Dynasties.
Mm-hmm.
Here today.
And The Cat Got Your Tongue.
Sounds eerily familiar.
Oh my god.
And the cat got your tongue. All right.
The Cat Got Your Tongue. Quillon, as you're sort of walking around trying to see if there's anything maybe noted by the conspiracy or, you know, has sort of like any telltale signs of being of interest, none immediately leap out at you. But you do spot like several volumes have the same sort of golden embossed carrot on the spine. Just sort of at the bottom of the very, very bottom of the spine. It's just no bigger than like a fingernail on the spine of each of these books. And then you see one that has a feather instead of a carrot.
I will take a look.
Molevin, you watch as Quillon picks up the history book written by Molevin III.
Whoa. Well, Quillon, don't touch that book. That book was given to me. It's a very important book to me. It was written by my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Well, I don't think you understand what sort of artifact this is.
I don't think you understand what sort of artifact this is. I only hope that one day I can write a book as good as this one.
Can I flip it open?
Yeah, you absolutely can. So you flip it open and you start going through pages looking for anything out of the ordinary. It's when you get to the back and you spot the same two missing pages that Molevin spotted previously. The two pages have been torn out, and on the page to the left, in the bottom left corner, is the very same feather symbol that's on the spine.
I will look through the pages and I run through a few like codes that the conspiracy will use. Obviously, the word "caw" like written on the side of like between like sentences or something, like just really simplistic coding, like code, but obviously truly the best the conspiracy has to offer, and see if I can find any sort of secret message or something. Alternatively, the missing pages, I might ask Molevin for a piece of paper and some charcoal and see if I can do a rubbing to get the text of the missing pages on the next page.
So the problem with that is that there are two pages missing. So you wouldn't get a clear print of one single page because there are two missing. So the one that originally would have been written on is no longer there. So you wouldn't get a good indentation. So you can try it, but it's not probably going to be very clear. As for the looking for like codes within the pages, that may take you a little bit more time just because the tome is quite old and large. But on that very left page, the one with the little feather in the bottom corner, so you kind of trace through the paragraphs on this page. You do pick out the letters that spell feather.
Hmm.
And they're all capital letters.
You see Quillon put their wing to the bottom of their beak, and they go, "Molevin, did you see this?"
I did not. It says feather.
If I take like either the words in those sentences to spell out feather, is there a different message than the message that the like does running the sentences of the page out of order tell a different story than the page otherwise would tell?
It doesn't seem to. The page itself is talking about the town of Yellowbell.
Mm.
It talks about it being the original, the origins of where the dark things kind of came from, essentially, where the forest began, where all the shadows and all the creepy things that you hear about in bedtime stories is where it all came from. It's where it all originated. And it starts to lead up to speaking about a well of some sort within Yellowbell, where if you went up to it at a particular time of day, you could hear the sound of ringing bells. And then the page kind of cuts off there, like the two missing pages would go more into depth, potentially.
Quillon sort of like takes it out, like notes it down in a little note, and goes, "We should visit Yellowbell. Probably.
We'll put it on the list."
If you are all done here, is there any other business you would like us to attend with?
I think we're good.
Indeed.
I'm curious on this bunny lord. You don't have like a introductory pamphlet on your god?
But of course. He literally reaches into his sleeve and he whips like a whole bunch out and he starts handing one to each of you. Like, this is the first time you think you've seen excitement like light up his eyes. And he just like hands you each one.
Why is this one a little comic? Why does it say dark feathers?
Mm-mm.
Sorry?
Why is this little one a comic? Why is it a little like illustration?
Is it?
Just I think only me and Sen know this shit.
Okay, that would explain why I don't understand.
Indoctrination.
Huh?
There used to exist very weird propaganda-like comic books of certain religions.
Ooh.
They were all very dark. They looked like they were cool little illustrations, and then they turn out to be these weird, dark and creepy comics to instill fear and paranoia in the masses. And
Okay, well, that's not the case with these. If anything, they look very comforting. That it's very wholesome. It's the font is very friendly.
nice.
It's all are welcome. You know, their motto is to help everybody. It's all very much what you've kind of seen from them. They help without expecting anything in return. they would offer shelter and food to anybody who asked for it. You know, the free library that they're doing.
I'm more interested in the Bunny Lord themselves. They keep mentioning them. Is there anything on them?
Yeah, so that's exactly it. The Bunny Lord himself is the one who requests that they do these things, that they help the community, that they give back to their communities. The Bunny Lord is all about community, essentially. It's all about spreading joy to the masses.
Okay, were they a god, or are they a guy?
They are a guy.
Okay. But he keeps talking about religion. So if it's just a dude, how is this a religion and not just a community? That's what I'm getting caught up on.
It's a cult of personality.
A religion insinuates God, deities.
Maybe
This
they
is more
believe
just
he's
like a
God.
community leader.
Yeah, the Bunny Lord is essentially like their pope.
Right.
They follow his teachings as opposed to so he is like the speaker for a higher power of sorts. The pamphlet doesn't go into it.
That's damn. All right, I threw away the pamphlet. I wanted to know this deific figures.
Quillon has
It's
drawn
just a guy.
lines on the pamphlet that imply that the pamphlet is trying to get some secret message across that is probably not there.
No, this is all just junk. Once we leave the establishment, I'll say, oh, it's a load of rubbish. They're just following one guy in charge, following all their orders. It's like...
It's not like us. It's not like me and you, Mr. Valentino.
No. For all we know, this Bunny Lord could be a complete farce.
Not like you, Mr. Valentino.
What?
No.
But here it says he's real.
Yes, he might be a real person, but whoever he's getting these divine messages from, these commandments, it's a load of baloney. That's my opinion of it, anyway. I've never seen any miracles or godly things. I'm not very...
Haven't you seen the water wheel? That's a miracle.
That's science, isn't it?
Yes,
I don't pretend to know how it works, but if you say so, Jules, if you say so.
As soon as we're out of the building as well, Quillon will walk over to Ratthew and go, so what'd you get?
Yeah, we're not far enough away yet. We gotta go somewhere else.
That's stuck into an alleyway.
The two of you just segue off down to an alleyway.
We probably follow everyone else until we just pull them into an alleyway.
Okay, so you're all
No one
going
took a
into the
library card,
alleyway.
did they?
Yeah?
Yeah, I was just checking. No one had a library card, did they?
I do.
Oh, Molevin, you can stand over there.
Yeah, it's a tracker. We don't need a tracker.
I want to see what Ratthew got.
It's okay. I'll show you, Molevin.
Thank you.
You know, I haven't considered this. Does having a reporter with us, does that hinder our ability to be stealthy in our operations? You know, just a little bit.
I mean, we literally told everyone what we did, so maybe a little bit, but I think we're already too deep, so I don't think we can really change much now. I'll pull out the
Let's
box.
see what cult, pagan idol they have.
Jules, open the box.
Open the box, Jules.
Sure.
Open the box, Jules. The box.
Come on, Jules. Open the box.
Open the box.
Take the bunny
Just all
out
circle
the
around.
box.
Open the box. Open the box.
Steph,
No pressure.
Okay. How
Steph,
do I do
real
this?
quick.
Do I disable device? Do I pick lock? Do I dismantle?
Which one do you want to do? You tell me. How do you want to do it?
You know,
Save
can I just dismantle it for... Can I share stuff? I got a playbook move. Dismantle. When you dismantle a broken or disabled piece of equipment or machinery cleared to depletion.
Click the icon.
Can I recycle the box into usable parts?
It depends. Are you planning to break the box?
Might
It's
be
a
breaking
dismantle
is
a
such a
broken
strong-
or disabled piece of equipment or machinery. It's not broken,
I'd rather not break the box.
and it's not been disabled as of yet.
Okay, I'm
Disable.
going to disable the box. How does
Sure.
this one? That is a rogue sheet that I have.
Okay.
It is so hard to share these things.
Just click the icon.
There is no icon for roguish feats. Oh wait, there's this one. That's terrible.
Okay.
I can maybe.
It's still a success. Like you still
That was
like you-
8 bad. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's you sit down for a minute and when you immediately take it from Ratthew, you realise that there's no keyhole on this thing. It's more like a puzzle box. And by to open it, you've got to kind of figure out the right way, the right stages to unlocking the mechanism. You've dabbled with these with your previous mentor, but you didn't get it down pat. You got a bit more practice that you kind of need to do. So you manage to get it open and you hear the click, but you also hear something break.
Uh-oh.
Like think of like a thin piece of glass. Like you just hear this like snap.
Uh-oh.
Are you opening the box now that it's unlocked?
Guys, maybe stand back. I might have broken something.
Ew.
And I will open it
Fly up.
away from me.
Okay, sure. You open it, and the box comes apart in like think of like it's not a Rubik's Cube, but it's one of those ones that's kind of like a mix between a Rubik's Cube and Tetris. Like the blocks kind of come out unevenly as you kind of lift the lid.
Yeah.
So inside the box is quite a few coins. There's some loose gems in here. In the center of the thing, there's like a little divot that's been made out of the coins and the jewels. And in the center of it, it looks like a compass. And it's clear that where you unlocked it incorrectly, it's kind of pierced the top piece of glass of this compass.
Oh, so it's the compass that I accidentally broke.
Yes. Other than the glass being broken, the compass seems to be working fine. So when you turn, it points. It doesn't seem to be broken. It doesn't have like directions on it though, so it doesn't have north, south, east, and west on it.
Were there markings on the glass? Or was the
There
glass
are-
just a clear lens?
It's a clear lens. The markings are kind of on the beneath the dials section of the compass.
Okay.
This is a real haul, Ratthew. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take the jewels. Do they look like expensive? Do they look like they'd be like worth anything?
You would need to get them potentially valued, but from what you can tell, they're at least 4 value worth in here.
Oh, I'm gonna take the jewels. You guys can have the.
Aw,
You guys can have the coins.
this is such a bad hole. The only thing
The
it
coins,
was
the coins themselves are maybe about 3 value in total.
Yeah, for all your hard work, you guys can have a coin.
Those gems, are they the ones that you stole, Quillon? Same type?
Purple stones? Do any of them seem purple?
There's a couple of purple ones in here, but they're very, very small ones. They're not the size of the one that you found. The rest of them seem to be green and red in color, and they're a lot larger than the purple ones.
I'm just speaking above Quillon's head. Like, as far as we know, we've stolen money from a soup kitchen. Like, just so that we all, like, are aware.
Yep.
Like,
100%. 100%.
Quillon will pick up a value's worth of the coins and be like, oh, and slip into their feathers, so you see all the things that they carry disappear too.
Okay, so who's keeping hold of the compass for now?
Can I keep the compass?
Yes. I agree.
Yes, I'm completely okay with
Okay. And who's taking some of the value? So there's 3 value worth of coins. Who's taking those?
I took one. Valentino, do you want to hold one or do I hold your money?
I can hold on to a bit. It's been a while since I've held on to some wealth.
I'll take a coin.
Okay, so Jules, you're getting the compass. Quillon, Valentino, and Molevin are getting 1 value each, and then Ratthew, you're keeping all the gems, which are, I think I said 4 value, didn't I? Check my notes.
Steph, what was the name of the book for the Eerie Dynasty? I got the cat got your tongue, but I didn't get the Eerie Dynasty one.
The title is Eerie Today, Gone Tomorrow.
Eerie Today, Gone.
Uh-huh.
That one hurts me.
It was the conspiracy that contributed to the Gone Tomorrow part.
How do I add a coin to my? How do I add a value?
Just bank a coin and put it in your inventory.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll make you one. Already got it.
Found in a locked box. The
Here you go.
glass.
Thank you, Chris. It feels weird being able to say thank you now.
Right? I'm still always really paranoid. I have to keep going, I appreciate you. I keep doing it at work as well. It's really weird.
Me too. I might tell my employees like, "Hey, appreciate it," and I'm like, "Why am I saying appreciate it?"
We've all been trained.
You're welcome, Bacon.
It means you're different now. You're forever changed.
Negatively
that
affected
didn't
by
sound
the Feywild.
We've all been afflicted with the Fey curse.
Can I say, Garrett
What
is a
can I
menace?
say except I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Right.
I just realized that's a very dangerous thing to say to a vampire. You're welcome. That's an indirect invitation to your home.
It's true.
So we have 2 things we have to do. Escort mission to Scrungledon or something, and then you want to investigate Yellow Bell for some reason, Quillon?
It's just one of the things that we've got to do, Valentino. It's on our itinerary, you know, our plans.
Oh. Well, good job you're keeping track of this.
So the 3 options that you guys have is the medical supplies escort from Scrungledon to three Stone, heading towards Lilyfrond to find Ash's original supplier, who has gone missing, or this new lead for Yellowbell?
They're not even on the same way.
I know they're not. I'm trying to. This is a very short campaign. I'm trying to make you make deliberate choices here, people.
Yes, of course. I vote for Yellowbell. I don't care about medical supplies.
But there's a thing. The sheriff told us we couldn't leave unless we were doing the escort mission to from the west somewhere.
He said you could leave, but he said as long as you're not gone for too long, in case they have questions for you.
Oh, so we can go all the way to Gravel Lowlands, then to Cockle Meadows, and then back, as long as we do it within a reasonable time.
Well, that's very far.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't go more than 2 towns over.
Yeah, I mean, can we go Scrungledon, and then go through Leaf Litter, and then Yellowbell? Just do like a big circle.
That's more than 2 towns over.
We could go to Scrungledon and then... That is 3 towns over, yeah.
Well, no, because if we go to Iron Body, then that's only 1 town over. We're right back in the neighborhood.
You know, there is another way we can get to Yellowbell. It's
Technicalities.
What is all this peasant talk about going through towns? We fly. We fly to our town. It's.
But Valentino, how do you expect the 3 of us to fly? I mean, you and Quillon have been gifted, but we have not.
Have you not tried to learn?
Carry one of you.
Huh?
Yeah.
I could carry one of you.
Jump out the nest. You've got to leave the nest one day.
That's difficult.
I want to see you burrow, Valentino. I want to see you do it.
Not a session I would have planned. Flying lessons with Valentino.
I told you I don't burrow things. I take things.
No, Valentino. Dig a hole. Oh my... Valentino, have you read a book before?
Yes, plenty of books. I'm very literate.
Name 5 books.
Name 10 books.
Name 5 books.
Right?
Valentino, right now, name me 5 books.
The Roslyn Conspiracy. The Haze of the Moon. Lilies and Friends. The Secret of Talonflake Rock. And How to Befriend Squirrels. That one hasn't come in very useful so far. We haven't met many squirrels.
Didn't we kill a squirrel? Am I mistaken?
You did. The general was a squirrel.
That was a worthless accident.
See, Valentino, that's a lie because you didn't befriend that squirrel. You never read that book.
I mean, he read the book doesn't mean he has to befriend them. I mean, he doesn't have to use what he learned in practice.
Jeez.
It might have been how to manipulate squirrels and alienate mouse. Anyway, look, this is besides.
Where we go?
Yeah, where we go?
I don't care where we go. We can go to Yellowbell.
Let's go to Scrungledon. Let's drop off the medicine so that way we can clear our name and we don't gotta be around the town. So that way we can go do whatever we want whenever we want.
Yeah, why do we care about the sheriff anyways? Why do we care what he says?
Because he can arrest us, Ratthew. Yes, he can arrest us, Ratthew. We murdered somebody. Ratthew, I wrote it down. Ratthew.
But he doesn't know that.
I put my wing in Molevin's mouth.
Yeah, maybe don't say we did that.
Valentino, what's that?
Okay.
Was that squirrel book the one by Machiavellian?
Yes.
Ah, yes. The value on keeping the clearings underfoot. Yes.
That's right.
Anyways, we should clear our name so we can travel freely.
All right. We can drop in on with your family, Ratthew.
Yes, let's go to Struggle Den then. We can visit the other. If it's been there long enough, then my lead is not an old lead. It's quite a, well, it is an old lead. It's a. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yes, this book was written by my
Is the lead singer?
great grandfather. It's a very quite old lead.
Wait, how are we go? Are we gonna fly already? I'm not ready.
We don't have time for that. We'll have to go on foot. Unless, of course, we can rent a wagon or chariot or something.
I look around to see if there's any like stables or like wagons or anything in this town of any repute.
You saw one that the Bunny Brotherhood had that they were using to transport their pickles. You know that there is definitely not a stable as such, but there is a place where you can rent wagons.
Are any of us good at pulling a wagon? Raise your hand if you're
pulling a wagon for you
Raise
guys.
Raise your hand if you would rate your strength from like a -1 to 4. Like, raise it if you think it would rate it above 1.
I would give it 0.
I am the strongest. I am the strongest in the party, but I am not pulling a wagon. That
Because it's just for Valentino, I bet. So I'm not doing that.
Valentino can
I
walk.
thought you were my friends.
Oh. Wait, I got an idea.
But why can't Valentino just fly and we can walk? If it's that big a deal.
Valentino, what have you done for me specifically?
Oh, well, hold on. Valentino's done a lot for all of us, I think.
Excuse me.
Valentino's he's our leader. What are you questioning the great Valentino, Molevin?
I am questioning it. Because I've been writing everything down, and I'm coming to the realization Valentino has not done much.
Quillon has lifted up Molevin by the shirt.
Let's not fall apart. We're not even in the next town yet. We haven't even done much.
Wait, hey. If we're gonna go by car, I can make the car easier to transport.
Cart. What's a car?
I can make it faster by removing the T.
Jules is not going to build a car right now.
The thing is, he might be able to. He has machinery abilities.
I have a lot of cogwheels. What I'm thinking of is a design that is similar to the water wheel. But then fix it on the carts. Make it like it's like a bicycle cart.
You're like making a steam locomotive of sorts.
No. It's not.
It's a bike. It's pedal powered cart. It's a pedal powered
bike. When you said the water wheel, I was a bit like, that's really advanced. That's going to take you forever to come up.
No. It's like a bike, which is not that quicker, but it's at least more eco-friendly.
How much?
Jules over here trying to reinvent the wheel.
How much value do you need to build this cart?
But that is a question I was not prepared for.
I didn't think you guys would build a vehicle mid-session.
I did not.
Are we seriously
I was looking at
inventing things
ways.
just for
Should I
Valentino?
invent a flying contraption and then crash the first couple of times? But we moved to the carts. And I was like, okay, I give up. Let's do something easier.
What's your playbook?
Tinker.
My
You're the
playbook
tinker.
Tinker.
Tinker, right, let me have a look at this. Hold on, give me a second.
What do you need to see? Because they've got all the moves on their sheet.
Okay, yeah, I have a
They got
toolbox.
jury rig. I think this
Jury
is the
rig
move
is
you're talking
a
about,
makeshift device. No, I was
Yeah.
the move that I was looking for is this one. But jury rig is for a very quick, unsustainable
Right? Isn't that what this is?
device.
Yeah,
You're not
it's
making a
device.
wagon in 10 minutes, are you?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to
Bicycle
figure out
wagon.
is like what the best way is. Jury rig seems like the most accurate because it is, again, you're making it on the fly, and you've literally, unless you want to spend a couple of days on this.
No, it works once means it will just break when we get
Okay.
Sprinkle done, which is like a funny idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if it's gonna take longer than a day or two, then it's gonna be jury rig.
Mm-hmm.
It's downhill anyway. Everything is beneath Talon Flake Rock.
I don't know if I'm showing my age now, but like when you used to make like the cars out of like
Rally
crates
car?
and shit,
Oh,
and then
so
push them
cars,
downhill and see who could make it to the bottom without it breaking.
The
Yeah.
box car?
Yes, correct. Without it breaking, there are no brakes involved.
Yeah, you just have to hope. And
Okay,
hope
if
the
you're
car
gonna
doesn't
jury
go
rig
the other
this,
way at the bottom.
if he's gonna jury rig this, he should make his roll. We should see how well he does, and then because we've all
Come
committed to it,
on.
we all get in the cart. Like we're all in this thing.
So we're all driving in a cart. That's what. Are we in a vehicle right now?
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Looks good.
okay, you
That's-
guys all watch as Jules somehow takes the schematic that he's drawn that kind of reflects like the water wheels, giant wheels, and what does this look like, Jules, as you put it together? Describe it for me.
Ooh. Yeah, there is gonna be a cart that looks very plain and simple, but then if you look from the other side, you'll see something that a modern person would recognize as a bicycle. That's the hindsight with a steering wheel and the like. It's so hard to describe.
So is it kind of like the like when you get those
Okay.
tour guides, you cycle on the bike and then you got the people in the back on like the little cart part, so it's the bike is attached to the front sort of thing, or
The bike is on the front. Fuck, what is it called? Is it this? I am trying to see if I can find a image.
Yeah, I'm glad that Jules is making a car because at first I thought they were just making it like a tandem bike. But you know, I'm glad that
just
it's
like a
a car.
5-person tandem bike.
Yeah, 5-person bike, and then it just breaks immediately.
Actually, because you got a 10+, you get to pick one of the options as well. You could either say it works exceptionally well, or you get an additional use at it.
Yeah.
Wow, we're moving with speed. Okay.
So I might have actually added brakes on it.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely add brakes on it. With that,
No.
with that roll.
No. I'm gonna make it sturdier so we can make it on the way back. No breaks.
Okay, yeah. So you do that instead.
Yeah.
Cool, lovely.
And we can all
Yeah.
fit in here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's big enough at the front. This I don't know what you'd call it. It's
Jules,
like
you've
a
invented
bike
it.
basket gone like giant, essentially. And you can all sort of sit in there. Who's going to be pedaling this thing?
Jules.
Okay.
Jules is the strongest person in the group.
I have a
really?
+1 to
Okay.
I have a +1 to my might.
I have a +2 to my might.
Oh damn, okay.
Oh, whoa.
I need to be able to
Correct.
carry my toolbox.
Our big,
I
strong
must say,
otter.
Jules, you've outdone yourself.
And the card shall be named the Jewel Box.
I love that.
Jewelry?
The jewel box.
I mean, have you guys not noticed that Jules is walking around wearing only an apron and no shirt?
Is Jules ripped?
Yes, apparently.
Wait. I have an image that we're not gonna share on the stream. It is safe for work, but I'm not gonna share it on stream. Where is it?
It's just that rip.
I lost
Anyways,
it.
well,
Aw.
Jules, you know, you've certainly got us traveling in style now. This is what I was talking about. This is how we make an entrance into Scrungleton.
That's why your glass of wine,
going
Valentino.
to-
You're looking.
We're going to be turning eyes amongst the common folk.
Right. Okay. So this is your first time traveling in game, from town to town. Now you're traveling along the path. On your way. So you have a couple of options here. So I'm just going to explain what they are, and then you guys as a group can decide what way you would like to do this. So you can travel at a relaxing pace, which clears 3 exhaustion. The band collectively then marks a total of 2 depletion, and you get a -1 to the roll. An average pace, everyone clears 2 exhaustion. The band collectively marks 1 depletion. You add 0 to the roll. Safely, quickly, and under the radar. The band collectively marks 1 depletion for supplies, and you get a +1 to the roll. Urgent and fast, everyone marks exhaustion, +2 to the roll.
The sheriff, how quick did he need it? Like what was his urgency?
So it wasn't urgent, because obviously you guys had dealt with the thing that was making the situation worse. So there are people who are still sick that require the medicine, but they are now not getting worse, and the situation's no longer out of hand.
Okay.
Steph,
I say,
Yes.
because we now have the Jewel Box, can we travel at a higher speed, but only mark exhaustion for 1 person, because 1 person is doing the heavy lifting?
Yeah, what do the rules say about cars?
It says collectively. I believe
about
that means.
bikes.
I believe
So-
that means.
So
It-
the
it-
pace is about clearing exhaustion, not gaining exhaustion. You're marking depletion, not exhaustion.
Is that collectively as in we all mark 1 depletion, or is that collectively as in we mark 1, someone has to mark it?
The group
Yeah, so
marks
you decide as a group which one of you is going to mark it. So
Okay,
collectively you
so-
decide
Well, that's
who is.
obvious.
So obviously
Oh.
if it's collectively you mark 2 depletion, someone can take both, or you can divide it. Does that
Okay,
make sense?
that makes sense.
It makes sense. Jules gets it. Because they're the only one pedaling.
Yep, I'll.
Whichever one gives us the least.
I don't have a ton of
If we're not
exhaustion.
in any hurry.
so- yeah, I have 1 exhaustion, so like average speed seems
Same.
fine.
Yeah, so average pace means everybody clears 2 exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Then you decide who marks 1 depletion.
Jules.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is a flat roll. Nothing's added, nothing's minused.
Is there
Flat roll for what exactly?
getting lost?
For like making it safely
Lost.
to the next town, basically.
Oh,
That's
safe.
2d6.
Yep, just roll your 2d6 then.
We should go at whatever pace gives us the right of way, so that everyone can clear the way out of.
That is a...
Coming through!
So,
I believe a
You-
failure.
it is a failure, yes.
Rip.
Can I
Unfortunately.
mark exhaustion to give Giles a bonus on this, or is this not his check?
Who?
This is a group check already.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, this is what it is. So, what happens is, knowing that this is a downhill travel, you still opted not to put brakes on this thing.
Yeah.
For the most part, your journey went semi-smoothly, but then you get to this midpoint where you can actually see the steepness. And it's very hard to steer with 4 other people in front of your view.
I'm just gonna put my legs up.
Mr.
The-
Valentino, maybe move a bit.
The front
way.
wheel sort
But
of
I'm
hits
comfy.
something in the ground. The front wheel jams and gets stuck, and the jewel box literally, Jules, you are thrown over the top, so that the wheel at the front gets stuck, and the entire thing just propels itself from the back like a trebuchet. Jules, you go flying and land in a bush. The rest of you are in a heap underneath the jewel box.
Oh.
What? I can fly!
Valentino's blasting off again!
Oh,
Hey, Molevin,
no,
that's right.
I
think- I think we hit a tortoise back there.
Is there a corpse under this? Like, what do we hit?
Roadkill.
You get out, and if you want to, you
Hedgehog
can
crossing.
have a look at the situation.
Yes.
So you all make your way out of the basket. You kind of try to right the jewel box, but as you do, the front wheel is wedged in what appears to be like a pit hole. It's been covered over very blatantly with a lot of like foliage and leaves. Clearly this was put here on purpose by someone.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this is such a hazard. Why would people dig holes in here?
It's just
Fun fact,
sabotage.
based on a true story. This happened to me, and I broke my arm as a result.
Because some asshole dug a hole in the middle of the roads?
No, so I went cycling with friends as a kid during
Oh.
one summer in a park in Richmond, and it's known for having deer running around.
Uh-huh.
And we went cycling on bikes, and there was a pretty steep hill, and as kids, being the devils that we are, decided to cycle down said slope at speed. There's a pond at the end, you know. I got about halfway and my front wheel got jammed. I went over the handlebars. I rolled down that hill and broke my arm.
Oh.
They then went to go retrieve my bike, only to find that someone had indeed dug a hole and covered it with leaves, and my bike wheel was in it. So they were clearly trying to potentially poach some of the deer. But unfortunately, my bike took the brunt of it. So, based on true stories.
This
I
is
look around.
sabotage.
It must be them. They must have known we were going this way, Mr. Valentino. They must have planned this. It must have been the other rose
Sweep
moves.
the area.
Yes, of course.
As your paranoia kind of heightens, Quillon, you start to hear like rustling in the bushes and the trees around you. The wind does pick up, and you almost hear like whispers.
Have at you, cur! And I throw a dagger.
Show yourself.
You throw a dagger, and you just hear this. As it hits, it makes contact with something, and you hear not a scream exactly, but almost like, how do I describe it? Like when a fox sort of screams in the middle of the night.
A bark.
Ooh.
Screech.
Oh, that's a
I
yes?
don't really know how to describe that sound, but it's not.
Yeah. Yes. Little menaces.
Can I sort of like step to the side and try to sneak over to see what I hit?
Yeah, you can do. It will take you off the path. I will warn you. If you're happy to do that, then that's fine.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sure, you head off. And as you step off into like the darker areas of the forest, the rustling of the bushes around you gets louder. And you see a little bit of a distance off, there's a tree. And you can see that your dagger has landed, and it's actually pinned the ear of a rabbit to the tree. And they're trying very, very hard not to move. You can see sort of like a trail of blood kind of coming from the wound down onto like their head.
Do they look like a bandit?
No, they look like a small child.
Oh
Oh.
God.
Do they look like one of the rabbit priests we met earlier?
They do not, no.
Quillon will just sort of sneak up on this child.
Oh, God.
Finish the
The child sort of starts sobbing and is trying to like stretch up, but then their arms aren't quite long enough to reach the point of their ear where the dagger is, like in their ear. And they do start crying.
Quillon will walk up and like Quillon will like suddenly appear and like pull the dagger out and look down at them and go, "You're a child."
You come out of nowhere after this child has been stabbed, and you just sort of look at them with your big round eyes and just, you're a child. The child screams and literally runs away from you.
I'm not gonna pursue a kid.
They run further into the forest as opposed to back to the pathway. They just run from you as fast as they can.
Do they look like they're from a clearing?
Yes, they look very well dressed.
I go, you shouldn't run
around here.
You shouldn't run into the woods. Are you okay? What?
You get no response. All you can hear is literally the sound of them sort of running and pushing their way through the bushes to try and get away from you.
I'll sort of yell back to the path and go, Mr. Valentino, there's a kid out here.
Well, they should be punished accordingly then. These kids need to learn a lesson. Can't be digging holes in the middle of the road. Who's going to discipline them? Obviously their parents have failed them.
Don't make me do this.
Come on, play your character. Play your character, come on. What would Quillon do? He loves Valentino. He loves Valentino. He does what Valentino says.
Unless they've already got away. I mean, by the sounds of it, they've already got away anyway.
The child is definitely out of sight at this point. So unless you want to actively track this child, they're gone.
What would Quillon do? What would Quillon do?
But we also need to stay on track. What of the medical supplies? Did any of them break?
You guys haven't picked up
We
the
didn't
medical
even get
supplies
them.
yet. They are in Scrangleton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. I thought this was a one-way trip. Never mind.
No, it's 3 Stone Falls that need the medicine.
Oh, we gotta go uphill.
You see, Molevin finally gets out from underneath the cart to Jules' mobile and says,
Jules box.
The Jules box. Well, this is why we should have just walked.
Oh,
Ratthew,
This
do
is
you
why we should
care?
have just flown.
but this is so much
Ratthew,
fun. Okay.
I look at the thing. I look at the blood on my dagger, and I just go. I sort of just call it to the woods and go. You probably shouldn't be in the woods at night.
Who said it was
We're traveling
nighttime?
at night? What?
It's not night. It's just saying that you should probably head home.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's not nighttime.
Right. This is all
Head
being a terrible
home,
setback,
or I'll be
but-
back to punish you.
You hear no response.
Now we have to
Alright,
look
you've
for
scolded
rabbits with one ear.
Okay, I will head back out to the group.
Yeah, you rejoin the group. They're all sort of crawled out from underneath the jewel box. Jules shuffles his way out of the bush that he'd fallen into. You do sustain 1 injury from the trebuchet incident.
Is it all of us?
No, just Jules.
Because you can
Oh,
actually
God.
fly. Am I going to take it?
Like, we'll need those
or am
medical
I-
supplies for more than 3 stones falls
Yeah,
at this
okay.
rate.
Okay, I'm gonna take the injury.
Okay. Luckily, the jewel box hasn't sustained much damage. There's a little bit of a chip in the front wheel, but it's nothing you can't buff out with a bit of sandpaper. And then you can complete the rest of your journey towards Scrangleton. You get there sort of late afternoon, since you left 3 Stones quite early in the morning. My brain's gone blank again. What was I saying?
Scrangleton.
Scrangleton, thank you. Yeah, so you approach Scrangleton, and you can see as you kind of enter this checkpoint. So you guys left Scrangleton from this same route, which is why you kind of knew the direction you were going in when you did the cart. And it's the very same sort of checkpoint into the city. This place is kind of looked after by the Marquis de Cap. So they tend to have like outposts on all the entrances and exits of most of the places that they have, just so that they can make sure no eerie kind of interlopers are kind of coming in to cause mischief and mayhem. They also heavily vet vagabonds that do come in and out. But luckily Scrangleton is kind of low key, so they're not leaf litter, they're not talon flake. So they're a little bit more relaxed. And you can see at this checkpoint they are loading up quite a large wagon with supplies.
Ratthew, these are your people, aren't they?
Yes,
I
you
had
guys
better
have
go
been
in
to Scrangleton before.
disguise.
This is where Rathew's home is. This is where his family lives.
Yes,
They
I
look
had
to-
better don the potato sack. Have you repaired that now, Jules?
You already have it.
Yes, I know I have it. I'm saying, is it fixed?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Could you not tell,
Well,
Mr. Valentino?
It's pretty drab as it is, so no. Right. I'll
I think the
jump
fact that
in
he
the
can't
sack.
tell kind of is telling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Adds to the
so
disguise.
Valentino climbs inside the potato sack disguise and pretends to be just potatoes in the back of the wagon. Because Marquis de Cat, I don't know if you know, I have -2 reputation. I'm basically kill on sight type thing. Well, no, it's more like hiss on sight. Still,
Yes.
these are the guys. These are the guys I
Ah.
fled from, or rather, I was exiled from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's the whole reason we left Scrongledon in the first place was
To avoid
there were
these guys.
mobs after us.
It was
They're
getting
both,
hot.
yeah, both. It was getting hot. Yeah. Now we're going back. Which isn't
All
good.
to clear our names.
Mm-hmm. And all to gain reputation with the Eerie, which is the opposing faction of the Marquis. So
Hey, well, we're
I'm
at it.
expecting
Why
trouble.
can't we
Hence,
increase the Erie's foothold in Scrongledon?
because they have outposts. You're talking about a takeover. You're talking about like outright
But
invasion.
that's the word you use.
So Scrongledon has 3 outposts, which they have quite a heavy. The Marquis has quite a heavy presence in this particular town. If it was only 1 or 2 outposts, it wouldn't be so bad. But because it's 3, they've got a large number of soldiers here.
The question that I have is, what did we do that made us leave Scrongledon? Like, what big thing did we flee from to go to Three Stone that we're now coming back to the scene of?
Oh, I thought Ratthew was getting us out because there was a word of
Precious family.
that I was here. Celebrity was attracting all kinds of thugs, right? And Ratthew, rather than have to tangle with all of them, was planning on extorting me elsewhere privately so that he didn't have the competition. And also the Marquisiat were definitely getting word as well. Anyway, I don't think we did one big thing. It was rather just
Series of
word on the
unfortunate
street.
It was
The
a
word on
series of smaller events, and then with Valentino being Valentino, it was hard for him to keep his presence kind of under wraps. So the Marquis kind of got wise to that, and the only way to get out was to do it undercover, essentially, which Ratthew helped facilitate.
Mm-hmm.
So where the outpost people aren't necessarily directly looking for Valentino, because again, if the rumor went round and they've seen no sign of him for a few days, weeks, however long it was that you guys have been hiding, the heat would have died down. But because he's so recognizable, if he showed his face, it would be instant. Kind of like he'd probably be arrested at the very least.
The word is I'm probably in Three Stones Fall right now, and we just left Three Stones Fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time here because you can see that they are loading up this cart with what looks like supplies. So the odds are that this is the caravan that you're due to escort.
Yeah.
We don't even need to go into
be
the town.
fair, Valentino is currently supposed to be in Three Stones Falls because he just fled from the Marquis de Cha territory. Who in their right mind would go back to the Marquis de Cha territory this soon?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Right?
Well, that's the caravan. Who are the people like manning this caravan?
So we have got. So there is one cat. There's a large calico with lots of like patches and things like that. You have a squirrel, and you have 2 dogs. The dogs are quite large. They're clearly the muscle that's supposed to be doing. They seem to be doing a lot more of the like lifting and loading. The cat is sitting towards the front of the cart, and the squirrel seems to be taking inventory.
What breed of dog?
What breed of dog would you like them to be?
Color Retriever.
Pomeranians.
Are they pulling the cart? Are they pulling the cart?
They're not. They
Is it a
probably
husky?
will be pulling the cart.
And they need something stocky like a staffy or maybe a pug.
Sure, we can have a staffy, and I wouldn't necessarily say a pug. Maybe like a. Maybe like a bulldog of some sort. They're a bit beefier.
Okay.
English bulldog.
Sure.
Malamutes. Malamutes.
Getting all obsessed with the dog breed.
Yes.
Well, we described the cat breed, calico. So
Yeah.
gotta describe the dog breed.
Well, this is the thing, is that I know you like dogs, so I thought I'd let you decide which dogs they were.
Ratthew, are we
I'll
going
be
to visit
excited
your
with any
family while we're here, or are we just leaving immediately?
I don't think we should. You know, we go, we visit, then it's gonna be like, oh, just stay a little bit, and then a little bit turns to days, and I don't think we got that type of time. I'll be back once we wrap up all this business. They know I'm out for work.
That inspector
yes.
at the cart, is that who I think it is? He looks a lot like you, Ratthew.
I don't think anyone looks like me.
He has your hair, but it's like clean.
It's also a squirrel.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I don't.
Rats
I
and
don't know.
squirrels are very distant related to each other. Like
The
a
rodents.
Yeah, I
In the
guess we're
way
all
that
rodents.
Ratthew is kind of described himself as like a dirty rat, like a filthy rat. This squirrel is like super fluffy, pristine. Their uniform is very neat, and they are the epitome of order.
It's like bad timeline me. I think.
Hello, sirs. Or madam. Or they, them.
So the squirrel literally looks over their spectacles. Good day, can I help you?
We were sent from Threestone to escort.
You. Escort.
How do you?
Potatoes talking.
Good stand for that.
Yes.
May I ask whom
Well,
sent you?
sheriff. The sheriff of Threestone.
What's this name again?
My name is Quillon.
A pleasure. You can
I
call
do
me
jobs
Faye.
really well. Faye?
Yes, Faye. I am, well, I'm inventory. I'm more like a glorified secretary, really. You were sent, you said, by the sheriff.
Yes.
I suppose you know what this inventory is, then?
I will.
Medicine? Herbs?
Indeed. All right. Do you have official paperwork? These are very important medical supplies. I can't hand them over just to anybody.
We're supposed to escort, not bring them ourselves.
Okay, here's the thing. This road has been known to have ruffians who like to hijack supplies. I just want to ensure that they're going to make it. You could be anybody.
Did the sheriff
He
give
did
us any
nothing.
paperwork?
He did not.
Because the sheriff, he was new. He didn't even know what he's doing.
Let me check our pack. Can I like start going through documents and like while pretending to go through documents for Jumpa?
Sure. I'm gonna say you'd probably need a distraction because you've literally openly said, "Hey, let me check my pack for these things." So she's probably gonna watch you.
Could I could I use my little guy feature and kind of distract her and be like, "Oh, come on, you really think we would do something like that?" I mean,
Yeah,
look at our
right.
faces.
I would join in and tell about the accident we had on the road. Like, yeah, I can understand why you're so cautious about us, but don't worry. Also, yeah, we really should be careful. There's some asshole who dug a hole in the road and then covered it with leaves.
Yes, that's happened quite a few times. It's rather frustrating. We fill them in, obviously. We get someone to go out and do it. And then a couple of days later, they're done again. There's been reports of seeing creepy children in the woods as well. They sort of lure people off and then rob them.
Oh, like around here?
Yeah, apparently they're from, like, Roslyn's Burrow. There's some odd things happening in that place. The children are sort of in on it. It's rather strange. If you see children on the road, just avoid them completely.
Or stab them in the ear.
She sort of turns to you, Ratthew. You look very familiar.
No, I shouldn't. Oh, well, no, I guess I should. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. That's okay that you know me.
I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where I've seen your face before.
Oh, I don't like that, then. Probably nowhere, a lot of people look like me.
What did you say your name was again?
Wanted?
I didn't say my name was anything.
Well, all right. What is your name?
Oh, his name is Ratthew.
Oh, yeah.
John.
I was gonna say it's Jonathan, but yeah, no, my name's Ratthew.
Thank Melvin.
If Jules or Ratthew want to mark exhaustion to help, that'd be fine. But otherwise, I got a 6.
Okay.
I can mark an exhaustion to help.
Sorry, say that again.
The help or interfere action there.
Yeah, I can mark an exhaustion to give. Well, it gives you a +1, right? If I help.
Yeah, that would turn it into a success.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll mark an exhaustion.
Do you mean you have a social connection as well? Because it may apply something else. I don't remember. It's been.
Yeah, we have I have the Watcher with you. But I don't.
Okay,
I don't
it's
think
not
it pertains to it. No.
Yeah, okay. It's just good to keep in mind because those are less common features.
Yeah.
Okay, so as this is all happening, Quillon, you're trying to forge these documents without being seen. It's very difficult to do when you've got people watching you and things like that. And the two dogs, they're still loading the cart, but the calico kind of eyes you, and you can hear a growl from the back of their throat, like they're warning you, like they're watching you. And then you turn around and it's like, oh yeah, that's Ratthew, and then she's like, oh my god, you're Ratalia's husband, and she starts they were besties in school, and they how is she, how are all the kids, and she starts waffling on, and the cat kind of gets distracted, like, I have never seen this person so animated and invested in a conversation. And that kind of distracts them just enough that Quillon, you manage to just about not get spotted as you're forging these documents.
Yeah. I go, here it is. It was folded up under all this paper. Sorry if it's a bit of a mess.
Well, do send her my best and make sure you say hello to all the kiddies. Let me have a look at that paperwork now.
Yeah, for sure. All 17 of them.
Yep.
What? 17? I thought there was another one. I'm so sorry.
What? No, I think I remember all 17 of them.
I hand over the paperwork, and it's clearly like I imagine that it's clearly like written like quickly, like as if like it's not necessarily implying that I did it, but it's implying that even when the sheriff was writing it, it was not a quote unquote when the sheriff was writing it, he was in a hurry.
She pushes her spectacles kind of up the bridge of her nose as she inspects the paperwork. She frowns a little, and then she squints at it. They really need to make sure these people are given proper handwriting lessons. I can't make heads or tails of some of this.
It's a bit of... Yeah, he writes in a bit of a chicken scratch.
Oh, it's not a chicken, is it?
No, he's a dog.
Okay, I have bad experiences with chickens. I had a terrible ex-boyfriend. Let's not get into that. Paperwork seems to be in order. Very well. We're almost done packing up, but we'll leave as soon as we're ready. Do you need to have a rest break, or...
Can I see a doctor?
Do you need a doctor?
I fell very hard.
Oh. Well, I don't know that we've got a time to see a doctor, but we have plenty of medical supplies on the wagon. I'm sure Friedrich wouldn't mind taking a look at it. They're pretty good with medical.
The question is, what kind of injury does Jules have? Is it like an actual injury, or does he have like a scrape on his elbow?
I
fell on my head. It might be close to a concussion.
Considering when I did it, I severely broke 2 bones in my arm and dislocated my pinky. I would say he's probably got a decent injury, but it's not something that can't be fixed. I think it's probably more than anything. It's like Jules has said. It's probably more of a head injury than anything else.
Hey, a concussion is not something to.
It is absolutely not something to disregard.
Yeah.
So if you like, we can have Friedrich take a look for you. If you're all right.
Please.
She sort of clicks her fingers, and the calico seeing at the front kind of turns around. Doesn't say anything, but sort of shuffles and jumps down from his seat, comes over, and then gestures for you to sit.
I gotta hide behind Matthew because a cat that might be associated with Marquita cat is a bit off-putting for Quillon.
Sure. He kind of eyes you as you go to hide, but then kind of shrugs it off and pays more attention to Jules. They spend a little bit of time inspecting the injury, and then they go into the wagon to find what they need, come back out, and then they spend a few minutes tending to your injury. You can take off that injury.
Yay!
Throw it away.
You do have a large bandage like on your head, just to make sure that that whatever injury, like cut, graze is there, doesn't get infected along the travel. You've got a bit of a patch. You're probably going to be a bit bald on the top for a bit. But for the most part, they do a few tests, like waving their finger backwards and forwards, just making sure that your eyes are responsive. He doesn't seem too concerned. He sort of shrugs and then pats you on the shoulder before going back to their seat at the front of the cart.
How long do I have?
To live?
What's that light?
If Friedrich's not worried, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think you'll be fine.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, shall we get going then?
If everybody is ready, are you going to be using your what is that?
That's the jewel box.
It's a what now?
A jewel box. It's a very nifty device that helps you travel easier and faster from town to town.
And you were riding this thing when you sustained your injury, correct?
Because some idiot what's the word? Dug a hole in the middle of the road where no one expects to be a hole.
I suppose that's true. And you're sure it will be safe for you to use on the way back.
Perhaps you should put an egg case on.
Ooh, to cushion the fall if I fall again. In that same hole. Somehow.
You know, like an egg carrier, like the other birds use to carry the eggs around when they're working, like a nice like hard shell, but on your head.
Do you have an head-size wooden crate?
We could certainly
Available?
find you a helmet if that's what you require.
Oh, or that.
I guess that works too. Yeah.
That works too.
It's probably a little bit easier and a little bit safer. Bear with me one moment. And she shuffles off into the outpost and she comes out with it's a helmet. It's got like the Marquis de Cap crest on it. And she hands it to you.
Yeah, let's put it on. It works. It's doubles as a disguise, I guess.
But we're going to...
Now, shall we get these medical supplies delivered?
Yes, will you be coming with us?
Of course. I need to make sure that every single piece of equipment is handed over. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Can I, while we're going through, can I also kind of take a mild inventory and make sure these are medical supplies?
Yeah, sure. The two dogs do watch you very carefully if you try to peek or get into the back of the cart. Just again, they are supposed to be guarding this thing. So they do watch you very carefully. But you go in, and you can have a look around. Definitely seems like medical supplies.
Okay.
There's bottles of cleaning alcohol. There's lots of gauze. There's some brown bottles of liquid that you would assume are the medicine. There's a few, what are they called? They're dry boxes full with herbs, basically. And each one of them are labeled.
Are any of these marked with carrots or potatoes?
As you kind of examine around, you don't initially see anything that springs to your eyes.
Okay. I will look up and raise an eyebrow and go, have you heard about the recent crops in Three Stone? I heard it was quite an interesting situation.
Crops?
Yes, it seems like the amount of potatoes that were harvested this season seems quite irrelevant, but a great deal of carrots.
Yes. Three Stone is well known for its potatoes. If they're having a poor harvest, then that's troubling, but I suppose if their carrots are flourishing, that's a good sign. She doesn't really understand what you're trying to get at. She looks a bit confused, but she's trying to be polite.
Quillon was just testing the waters.
Okay.
More than
Yeah,
anything.
she doesn't seem to have much of an idea as to what you're trying to get at.
I will also look around for butterflies as well, but otherwise I will just keep fairly quiet and help escort, maybe scout if needed.
Yeah, there's no signs of butterflies here either, unfortunately. The two dogs take the rear of the cart to make sure that no one tries to sneak into the back of the cart. The Calico and Faye both sit at the front. And then when you guys are ready to move, the dogs wait until you guys are up front, and then they move to start steering the cart themselves. They pick up like either side, and then they start pulling. But they will wait until you guys are up front before they do that.
Sort of whisper to Valentino in the potato sack, and I go, "Is it good to bring soldiers who are maybe hired by the Marquis to where we're going?" Valentino?
Hmm? Yes?
Is it good to bring soldiers who might be hired by the Marquis where we're going?
I think it's rather unavoidable unless you convince them that they are in safe hands. We are, of course, the escort already. I couldn't hear you in that muffled potato sack. You'll have to whisper into it.
All right.
You want me to convince them?
It'll be fine.
Unless, of course, this is all some sort of conspiracy. They are the ones planning to rob their own wagon of supplies of straw. They don't want it getting to Three Stones Fall because the Eyrie is in hostilities with Scrungleton. So they'll sabotage their own wagon of medical supplies and then come in later and swoop in to be the heroes again. We already know what they're up to. So,
All right. I'll keep an eye out.
mm-hmm. Do they have any weapons on them, Steph? Like this cat?
So the two dogs both have short swords. The cat doesn't appear to have any weapons, and neither does Faye.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but I think keeping everyone on edge, we'll go at a pace where we can check our surroundings more carefully, and maybe even check the road ahead. Maybe if I fly up. Wait. Yeah, no, either of us could fly up and just be keeping a bird's eye view on the situation.
Sure.
Okay, so that's what Cullen will do.
Okay, so we're going safely, quickly under the radar, or
Whatever pace we can use to be aware of our surroundings and danger.
okay, sure. So one person marks depletion for supplies, and then you guys can get a +1 to the roll.
Okay. Who I can mark depletion.
Okie dokie. Would you like to do the roll then, please?
Okay. Yes, I
2d6
would.
+1. Nice. Cool. Yeah, so this time around, like going uphill this time is it's a lot harder, which you kind of expected and braced yourself for. Since realizing who Ratthew is, Faye has been more than friendly with you guys. She seems to now trust you completely. The two dogs seem to be wary, but again, that is their job. The Calico says nothing the entire journey, and just seems to be watching everyone and everything with quiet suspicion, I guess.
Can I read him, like, specifically, while we're, like...
Yeah, what would you like to know?
Can I try to maybe figure him out, or figure someone out? I might ask him a question, but...
Yeah, of course. So, he doesn't seem... Sorry, did you have a question in mind?
Not in... I didn't get anything out of it, which is fine. But yeah, Quillon will just sort of walk up. I imagine the question, like, Quillon had this, like, whole idea in his head of, like, being, like, much more, like, complicated about it. He says, like, so are you with the Marquita cat?
He's... He watched you kind of come over and sidle over and eyed you a little bit as you kind of maybe tried to think up the question to start this conversation, and maybe that's what made you kind of fumble it a little bit. And then when you ask this, you see like the corner of their mouth kind of curl up into a slight smirk, as if, did you really just ask me that question? And that's when Faye kind of pipes up and just says, "Oh yes, Frederick joined fairly recently, and he would of course answer you himself, but the Eerie cut his tongue out."
Ow!
He can't actually answer you, I'm afraid.
What?
I'm making this face in the potato sack.
He's a nice guy. He's not actually. It was a misunderstanding, essentially, but it was actually Frederick's idea that we help Three Stone Falls because they're part of the Eerie. It might smooth out relations. You understand?
If I smell him, does he smell like me? Does he smell like he's done the things I've done?
100%.
Ah.
Done the things I've done.
That's great.
There's
blood
a
on his
hint
hands.
of, there is like, so Valentino, even from in the potato sack, if Quillon is carrying the potato sack, or if it's anywhere in the vicinity, you would smell the smell because it smells like your wine. It's that smell of iron. It lingers on this guy.
Quillon is going to smell that and is going to sit right next to him and spend the rest of the journey sitting like right next to him.
Okay, you do that. He seems a little bit uncomfortable at first, but then eventually he kind of shuffles along the seat a little bit so that you can have a bit of a better perch. And you travel in silent companionship for the majority of the journey. There seems to be a quiet understanding between the two of you that you kind of in the same line of work.
Yeah.
Whereas on the other side, you've literally just got Faye kind of like jabbering on at Ratthew about like her childhood with Ratalia. And like she's just not shutting up.
Yeah.
Silent killers on one side.
Yeah, literally.
Valentino's just like, Quillon, what's happening? And Quillon's just silent for like a good 3 hours. Like just
Yeah, this time around the journey it's smooth. You don't every so often you kind of see something moving in the edges of the forest. And you could swear it's another child. It's small and it's like big round eyes.
I look over at it.
Be careful, guys! That's where the hole is.
The two when you say that's where the hole is, you've kind of given that warning that it's there. They both kind of give you in particular, Jules, a nod of like thanks for the heads up. And then they tried their best to make sure that the cartwheels go either side of this hole rather than down the middle like a pothole. And you managed to sort of, with that instruction, manage to safely maneuver your way around the pit trap, essentially. And then towards the end of the day, it's now getting dark as you're getting towards Three Stone. Faye starts to look a little bit nervous as it gets darker, especially traveling like through to another clearing. Thankfully, you are on a path, so it's safer. But she still seems a little bit wary of the dark, and that's when you watch as Friedrich kind of like takes one paw and just kind of pops it on her head, like almost reassuringly.
Emotional support dog.
Quillon will produce a dagger and show it to Friedrich.
Friedrich smiles a little, and then he reaches down and pulls a dagger from his boot.
Like Quillon, I imagine they silently exchange these daggers and look over each other's like
inspect like each other's tools of the trade, I guess.
Yep.
My dagger is bigger.
They're about the same size, to be fair. Friedrich's is of a nice higher quality make.
Quillon has a lot of them.
Quillon's is definitely lighter.
You just see like Quillon like flipping a dagger. I imagine Valentino just sees this this exchange of these two people who've been silent for 4 hours and then silently exchanging daggers. It's just like, huh?
Yeah. Customs, I guess.
Quillon does reach into their bag, pull out a bottle of like wine, and just like slip into the potato sack.
Ooh. Wet my lips a little. But I'm trying to stay low profile.
Like to do on this trip
that I personally would like to do? I don't think so. No, I don't want. Okay. Like I don't want my family to be involved in anything.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
How does Molevin feel?
Molevin is cataloging everything that's happening, and has taken a specific interest in the fact that maybe the Eerie are also bad because this guy got his tongue cut out, and would want to know more about the story, but the guy doesn't have a tongue, so Molevin can't get more of a story out of him.
Well, you could potentially ask someone from the Eerie about that if you really wanted to. Okay, Jules?
I'll just be reading the pamphlet.
About religion. Valentina's really into religion.
Well, you know, when there's nothing else to do.
Jules is writing the jewel box, right?
Yep.
He's kind of busy not falling over.
Just navigating and keeping steady. Cool. Oh, yeah, sorry, I've only just seen your note in the chat. Okay.
This is exhausting.
Okay, so with that, I will say you make it to 3 stones just after nightfall, so it's maybe 9-10 o'clock at night at this point. It's taken you a good few hours to get there and back again. And you navigate to sort of like that market area of town. And Faye sort of looks around and she's like, oh, you got here rather late. Where's the best place to take these supplies to? I suppose if the sheriff is sent for the escort, I suppose that's the best place, isn't it? Sheriff's office should be open at this time of night, right?
Should be.
Yes, should be.
Well, if I would assume you know the way.
Yeah,
Quillon
it should be
can,
over here.
Quillon will hop off, and honestly, I imagine Quillon doesn't like walk when they're like on the ground. I imagine they do little hops, like it is the
like
bird
an
hop.
actual, yeah.
100%. So Quillon will just like do little hops, like all the way to the sheriff's office.
Yeah, so you get to the sheriff's office. It is open. Wesley is looking a lot less green. He seems he doesn't still seem 100%, but he's not got his head in a bucket anymore. He's instead nursing what looks like a cup of coffee of some sort. And are you all going in, or?
Sure, I'll go in.
Yeah, I'll stay in the cart.
Sure. Faye will come with you guys because obviously she wants to speak to the person in charge, so she knows what's happening.
We'll stay with Friedrich, whichever space he wants to be in.
Yeah, Friedrich will get off the cart and follow Faye. This seems to be the person that he is protecting.
Oh damn, we are the same.
Valentino is for you.
Damn, we are the same.
And he sort of stands outside the door as Faye goes in to speak to Wesley.
Yeah, I'll stay outside the door so that I can keep an eye on Valentino's bag.
Sure.
Next to Friedrich.
So who's going into the sheriff's office? Molevin, Faye.
Oh wait, actually I won't. I'll stay at the cart.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't want to go to sheriff's office.
If only Molten's gonna go in, then Jules probably also gonna go in.
Okay, cool. So Wesley looks up from his coffee. Oh, welcome back. How did it go? Did you manage it?
Well, yeah, supplies should be safe here. Also, there's an idiot digging holes in between here and Scrongledon. It really messes up transportation.
Oh, okay. Digging holes? Like how far? Like how often? How frequent are we talking? And he starts like rummaging around to find like a form to fill in. So
it's right around over here, and I draw a little map, and then points out that's where it is. And apparently, when the hole's filled, kids dig up a new hole. And there are sightings that the kids are being seen fleeing back to Roslyn's
Bar, yeah. That's the point where Wesley sort of slowly puts down his pen. I'll be honest, that sounds kind of like a marquee problem, considering the area is closer to Scrongledon and the kids are from Rosalinsborough. That's where Faye kind of huffs and she's like, we are not responsible for this nonsense. If anything, they're trying to damage our good name.
It might be a marquee problem if it didn't harm transports to here. So that makes this also an us problem.
The two of them sort of like huff and puff, like angrily, sort of like, no, it's your town's fault, it's my town's fault, blah blah blah. And Jules, as you sort of step in and try to be the voice of reason, it's almost like a, okay, let's just agree to disagree situation. And Faye pipes up. She says, well, we didn't have to bring medical supplies, you know. We've done it out of the goodness of our heart for the people. We're not holding it against you because you're part of the Eyrie. We just wanted to help because people were sick. It's the right thing to do. At which point Wesley kind of... He looks uncomfortable, like he's never been put in this kind of position before. All right, fine. You've brought the medicine, like we've agreed. I can't fault you on that, but that's I suppose you're right. We will have to agree to disagree.
I disagree.
Why? What makes you say that?
It's all our problems. If someone is damaging the roads, then that's harming trade. If trade is harmed, how can you get more supplies?
Yes, but what I'm saying is that there are two marquee pathways in that area. If the Eyrie starts interfering, that could be seen as a means of conflict. It's best that the Marquis deals with it because they have two paths that connect to this. If I start butting in my business, the Marquis is going to come at me for interfering.
Faye, do you agree?
I do and I don't. I don't see why it should be purely the Marquis' problem, but I can understand because vice versa, it would be the same. You know, if we started sniffing around the pathways here, I suppose the Eyrie would have a right to claim we're interfering.
Can you...
I will suggest that the Marquis investigates. And then if we find anything leading back to the Eyrie dynasties, I suggest that it is handed over to yourself. Does that seem suitable? And Wesley will just sort of nod. So essentially she's going to request that the Marquis investigate the situation further. But if they find anything leading that it is the Eyrie that are to blame, then it will be handed directly to Wesley.
Okay. So we're dropping it into the Marquis again.
Yes, the Marquis will be investigating.
Okay. Let's leave it at that.
As for the medical supplies, where would you like them? That's the point where Wesley's kind of like, oh, I hadn't really thought about where we were going to do this. I guess you could stack them in the corner over there. Oh no, we can't, because that's a fire exit. And he just
fire exit.
Fire exits are important. Health and safety.
Unbelievable. What about the Rabbit Brotherhood? Can't they do it?
That's a good idea. They have enough space and they'd have the people to administer. It's a very good idea. Faye looks puzzled. Buddy Brotherhood.
Yeah, church.
They're very nice. They're a very nice group of religious zealots.
All right.
Here, we got one of their pamphlets.
Yeah, here.
And then Jules takes out a pamphlet they got, and it's full with scribbles of potential flying devices.
And Molevin will hand them a clean one.
She seems slightly interested in the one that Jules has given her. but not for the Bunny Brotherhood reasons. She takes the clean one from you, Molevin, so that she can actually read what the Bunny Brotherhood is actually about. And very much like Valentino, she seems confused by the concept that this isn't actually a religion. This is just a dude that they all seem to just be following. There's no semblance of religion here at all. There's nothing to do with faith. It's just about helping the community. It's not really a church.
Well, you can go talk to them about that. I'm just saying you guys can take the medicine over there.
Oh, yes. They seem like do-gooders who happily do this for us. I'm just saying they're not, from what I read, technically a religion.
Wait, you don't have them over in Scrungle then?
No. I've never heard of the Bunny Brotherhood. It's maybe it's an eastern side of Furfallen sort of thing. I've only ever come from the west side.
Well, thank you for the help with the medicine.
Thank you for the escort. I will see that the supplies get given to the Bunny Brotherhood. If I'm sorry, what do you call yourselves? Are you a group of vagabonds, obviously, but
Yes, we are the Thorned Roses.
Very well, Thorned Roses. If you wouldn't mind guiding us to the church and maybe doing an introduction, we can offload the supplies, and if the sheriff is all right with it, we will stay overnight, and then we'll be on our way in the morning. I don't like to travel the pathways at night.
Well, Sheriff,
if you're gonna stay in town, we can recommend a very nice inn.
Of course, as long as they're not disagreeable to the Marquis.
I believe one of their best clients is used to be a resident from the Marquis.
Okay.
So I believe he went home now.
Well, as long as they were welcomed at this inn, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Sheriff, thank you for your time. You should probably lie down. You don't look very well yourself.
Hey, Sheriff, is our name clear now? Are we good? Can we leave?
Yeah, you guys, no, thanks a bunch. You guys really, you really did us a really huge favor. That's great. Thank you so much.
Alright, yeah.
We'll, I'll have all the paperwork squared away and, consider yourselves cleared of all charges.
Awesome. Alright, let's go.
Yay!
So you guys all head out.
We'll take him to the Bunny Brotherhood, and then drop all the stuff off.
Yep, so you head over to the Bunny Brotherhood, you head over to the church. Interestingly, their cart is missing.
Why are we taking them to the thief church?
Not our problem. We just want to be done with this so we can continue our adventure, right? Right,
Yeah, but I
Quillon?
don't want Frederick to get in trouble.
Who's Frederick?
Points at Tong. And then at the dog.
Well, the Bunny Brotherhood can deal with the medicine. The sheriff said it was a good idea.
They're walking around at night with money.
And you know what? Maybe it's not cheap to be to own a soup kitchen. You know.
Especially when someone pilfers their coins when they're not looking.
What?
But who would do that?
Who would do such a thing?
Oh.
Also, why would you store valuable stuff in the soup kitchen?
Because no one's gonna steal from a soup kitchen.
I think transferring valuables in pickle barrels is actually like the most questionable thing that we knew about them.
You do notice as you approach the church that their wagon is missing. It's not there anymore, and all those sort of empty barrels that were kind of stacked outside also gone. If you approach the church, the doors are open 24/7 for weary travelers, for people who don't have homes. One of the bunnies does answer if you knock, but it's not any of the ones that you recognize. It seems to be a new face.
Hello, is it between 10 and 11?
In the evening, yes. Why?
I was told you can do confession during 10 and 11.
Of course. If you would like to do confession, you don't need to ask. And they gesture to like there's like a big heavy red curtain at the back. Go through those
Oh, it's
carefully.
actually at night.
But it's morning and evening. Some people work night shift, so it's nice to have the availability.
We're actually here just to deliver medical supplies from Scrongledon.
You wait until you're in the booth, and then you can make your confession.
Huh?
Is this not your confession?
No, he's just being silly. We're just here on.
I'm making announcements.
Oh, I see. By all means, please. You say you brought medical supplies. Yes, we will clear some space for this. Would you like some help with unloading?
Yeah, if you could get some people to unload.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yes, of course. And they shuffle off, and they come back with like 3 or 4 more. Again, very similarly, like glass-eyed bunnies, following suit. Direct us, and we will attend to your need. Faye will step up and just say, "Yes, it's everything that's on this wagon here. It's to come inside, and if you could, if we show you the dosages to give to people, we will leave the responsibility of administering the medicine with yourselves." She seems a little bit unnerved by the eyes, and you can see Friedrich is definitely on edge, and seems to like one of his hands is kind of like you can see he's like flexing his paw, and keeping a very close eye on these bunny rabbits. The 2 dogs start unloading, and they hand packages and supplies over to the bunnies, who then take it up the steps into the church, and they find like a little store cupboard where they can put all of the supplies. It all very much goes like clockwork, and after about an hour or so, all the supplies are fed through into the church.
Quillon will speak up and say, "The sheriff is made aware, as well as the people in town will be made aware by morning that the supplies is here."
Wonderful. That means we do not need to make an announcement. We will make sure that the doors are open first thing in the morning, and anyone who requires attending is more than welcome. Do any of you need medical assistance, or are you all quite sound?
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Wonderful. Now, are you hungry? We have food available. Or if you need rest, we have beds for the weary.
We
No,
have an
thanks.
inn.
We're going to the inn.
Wonderful. I wish you a pleasant evening.
I'll start putting up basically just quick posters around town, at different places, just to say where it is, and I want to make sure that there's if that medicine goes missing, that they're the ones who get in trouble for it.
You see, as you guys kind of leave the church and you make your way to the bottom of the steps and you start to put up some posters, you see the bunny who had opened the door for you. They watch you, and they seem to, as they close the door, keep in your line of vision until the very end, and then you just see this one eye as the door shuts all the way.
Can I immediately sneakily fly up and look through a window down at him?
Yeah, you can do that.
Roll a sneak if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna say roll a sneak just because they're aware that you're outside.
Okay. That's a 9. It's pretty good.
You fly up. There's a lot of lanterns and candles lit inside the church, so it's quite easy to see them because they're sort of down below. They stand at the door for a few minutes, as if they're still watching you through the wood, and then they turn, and then they run down the main aisle of the church towards the kitchen. They're in there for a few minutes, and then they come out with several more of these bunnies. And then when they get to the middle of the aisle, they all divide. And then 2 of them go out of side doors. One goes behind the heavy curtain that was pointed out when you were in. And then the one who had been at the door before goes back up to it and slips out.
Quillon is just going to sigh. Can I take an exhaustion to disappear into the dark and sneak into this building?
Yes, you can, but once you're inside, as I said, it's very well lit, and there are other people milling around in this place. There are still other bunnies as well, so it'd be quite difficult to be sneaky. Churches are quite echoey. The rest of you outside. So these posters have been put up. What are you doing right now? So Quillon has slipped off at the moment. Are you guys heading straight to the inn?
Yeah, we'll take the marquee guys to the inn.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Valentino, are you still hiding in your potato sack?
Still hiding.
Okay.
Waiting for the right moment. But
Sure.
yes, don't want to come to face with the Marquise yet, especially.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you approach the Dreamer's Den, and for a second you think you're in the wrong place because you can hear the sounds of music and laughter coming from inside. The windows are lit, and there's a couple of patrons even outside. One smoking a pipe, and then the other one is downing a drink as they sort of lean on the front walls. As they see you approach, they kind of raise their pint glasses at you. You head inside, and there's a bard on the stage. There's people lined up trying to get drinks, and all the tables are filled. It's a very, very different place to how you left it. It seems that word has got around that this is where you guys had stayed, and as the saviors for the town, people have come flocking because they want to hear the story.
Speaking of flocking, I know I'm not there, but what percentage of the people in this building are Corvids?
I was hoping you would ask that. There is a good in one corner. There is a good handful of Corvids, like hunched around like a table.
It's a murder.
It is a murder. They seem to be playing cards, but all the cards in each hand, they seem to have different backs. So they seem to be playing with like 3 different decks of cards. You can see Ash is behind the bar, and she's running up and down. She's pouring drinks. She looks very run off her feet. As you know, she was, when the situation happened, she was the only person working here.
Wait, so Valentino's in the potato sack.
Yes.
Was that unloaded?
So is Valentino just still outside, or is someone carrying the potato sack inside? I assume we don't have the whole vehicle inside.
No, I'll just pause. Why are we in the tavern now?
We've
Just because we're going to sleep, basically.
We bought the people that we took from Scroden. They're gonna stay here. We brought more business for the tavern.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, Faye didn't want to travel the paths at night, so it's safer to stay overnight and then leave in the morning.
Are we not? What? I thought we were in Three Stones Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at.
We escorted.
And that's where we're delivering it.
Yeah.
And that's where we're delivering it to Three Stones Fall, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's our job. So our job's done.
Yes.
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 Okay.
But we told them that we would show them to the tavern.
Okay.
That they could spend the night because it's nighttime.
So yeah, is someone carrying like the big Valentino potato sack in here, or is he just outside?
It depends on what we're doing. Again, it depends on what we're doing. If we're just showing them, here you go, there's the tavern done. I guess Valentino's just
because they're gonna stay the night here.
We're also gonna stay.
But we're not staying with them.
Are we not? Oh.
Because we have separate rooms, right?
Yeah, you have separate rooms. Like, I can't imagine Faye would want to share a room with all of you guys. She'd probably want her own space, right?
Yeah, Molevin will drag the Valentino potato sack into one of the rooms.
Up the stairs. Head bumping
It doesn't look suspicious that he's like dragging a body-shaped potato sack across the floor or anything.
Yeah, he's carrying him by
pillow.
the feet, by the legs.
The only alternative is that Quillon has the sack and Valentino is being brought into a stealth mission unbiddenly.
No, we'll take him. I don't know how stealthy you can be with a Valentino potato sack. Ratthew, grab
certainly wouldn't be able
with this. Help me with this, Ratthew. Come on.
God, what do I gotta do all the like grunt work?
With your knees, not your back. Come on.
Oh God.
And suddenly it looks even more suspicious as two people are handling this body sack.
Hey, I know how to carry a body, okay?
Don't mind us. You know, we're the Thorned Roses. We purified the water. Don't forget. Official business.
No one's suspicious of us, Mole. I think we're okay.
Is everybody staring at us?
No one is paying the slightest bit of attention. They're all too busy having a good time. Faye has already gone up to Ash at the desk, like at the bar, to try and book themselves some rooms, and you guys have just gone off.
All right.
So yeah, no one's paying the slightest bit of attention to you. Except maybe Friedrich, but he's wondering where Quillon's gone.
All right, Valentino, get out of the sack. You're good. We're in the room.
You're free.
Good. Finally, I was getting stuffy in there. Right. Well, did we collect payment and everything?
We were supposed to get paid.
Yeah, wait, were we getting paid for this?
I don't
Did we just
remember.
do this out of the kindness of our heart?
Well, we did it to clear our names, I think.
I don't think we were under any suspicion. They were just gonna ask us questions about it. I don't even think they know someone died. I don't think anyone thought we did anything wrong. Everyone thinks we're heroes.
No, Ratthew, you heard what he said. We couldn't leave. We couldn't go like more than 2 towns away, or else then we would be in trouble. And we're good now. We're squeaky clean. We can go to Iron. Where are we going? We're going to Yellow Bell.
I don't think it's worth it, but you know, I guess so.
Oh, Ratthew, you want to be a wanted man?
I don't think I can be any more wanted than I already am. But
what do you? I mean, you're wanted by your family, I know, but Ratthew, you're an upstanding model citizen.
You're right.
I can't see why you would want to have this. I mean, it could go back to your family. Like, it's good that we cleared our name.
No, you're right, Molevin. Yeah, I'm not wanted by anywhere.
What? You are?
Yeah, your
We want
family
you.
wants you. I need you here, and you've taught me so much, Ratthew.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want you guys too.
Ah, feeling is mutual.
Mm-hmm.
That's quick.
Good.
Yeah, where's good?
It's time to bed down for the night.
Here, let me see if we have a bottle of wine. If they have a bottle of wine downstairs for you, Valentino.
Oh yes,
Yeah, I'll just grab a bottle of
a
wine.
little nightcap.
Yeah, Molevin, you head downstairs and you come back with a regular bottle of wine for Valentino.
Yeah, it's
Regular.
Yeah, regular bottle of wine. Yep.
I do think Quillon would head back to the inn, but not to go to bed. I think I have a plan.
Okay.
I will just say.
So Quillon would walk in and look at Frederick and go, "You want to do a job?"
He sort of turns and looks at you and raises an eyebrow.
Creepy bunnies. They're up to something.
He slowly nods.
I will walk over to the group of Corvids, and I'm going to beat myself up for doing this. I'm going to go, I need your help. And if you do it, and I'll pull out the amulet with the purple stone, you all can have this.
Every single Corvid at this table looks up, drops their card, and they all at the same time immediately go to grab it. All at the same time.
I pull it away with the same capabilities of a Corvid. And I go, we have a murder to attempt.
They all look at each other and they start counting themselves to make sure that there is a murder here. Because it needs to be
the murder.
6.
I need as
Only
many
6?
I need as many of us as possible. There's another conspiracy afoot, and I don't like them stealing our business.
They all collectively kind of look at one another, so like there's a lot of shifty eyes between the lot of you. And then they all start like making this chattering sound, which you know for almost like a code. It's almost like Morse code with like the beaks clacking. Rather than speaking in like any language, it's safer that way, that you can divulge your plan without words.
effectively, my plan is the church is open at all hours to anyone who needs it. If I just bring in as many corvids as possible to fill in as much of this building as possible, I can get my run of amuck of the building.
Noted. Okay.
Effectively, sneak around by not sneaking around at all.
And where do you see Friedrich coming into this?
He's my muscle. If any of the rest of the group come downstairs, they would see Quillon conspiring.
Does anyone come down looking for Quillon?
At some point, just to drink.
Okay.
Okay.
If someone else is going to check on them, then.
Yeah, Molvin's hitting up the bar.
At around what time is this? How long have we been in the tavern when you do this?
Probably.
It's pretty late at this point. You guys got if you went to the church between 10 and 11, it's close to midnight, maybe 1 in the morning. So those of you that do head down to the bar, you do see the very suspicious group in the corner somehow communicating without words, all wide-eyed, like, a cat high on catnip or something.
I told them, where I found the other, where I found this, and, the fact that, this quote-unquote group of do-gooders is, stealing away, treasures, and that they hid them in the pickle barrels. I'm basically laying that out to these, this is a real heist. This is a real,
Okay.
Molevin, whatever they're talking about, I'm not getting involved with it. I'm not doing it. I don't know what
then I say a lot of money
there,
I say a lot of money in the common, directed slightly towards Ratthew.
Well, I guess I couldn't. Another job couldn't hurt. I mean, I'm a working man. I need a feed. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt.
You see, Molevin is taking his glasses off. He's got his hat off, and he's over a drink, and he's just like, I have to go. I want to capture the story. None of my family members told me that it would be this hard. I've never worked this hard in my life.
I mean, has it
We're
been
doing so
that
much.
hard?
It's been so hard.
Yeah, I guess so, Molevin.
I don't even feel like myself anymore. Earlier in the day, I snapped at Valentino. Oh, I feel awful.
Everyone has an edge. Seems like yours is just, pretty easy to cross, I guess. I don't know. Everyone has a limit, though. It's okay.
I can't believe my grandfathers did this. And my brother's out there somewhere doing it, and my dad did it. I don't know if I'm cut out for the Molevin name.
No, you're great, Molevin. I mean, you got great stuff going on.
Give me another glass of milk, bartender. It's gonna be a long night.
Warm it up for me, please.
Ash will pour you another drink. Did you say milk?
Yes.
Yeah.
She pulls out a jar from under the bar and she scoops what looks like cocoa powder and just mixes it in, so it's now chocolate milk. I think you need that. You look like you need that.
Thank you, Ed. You're a great tavern keep.
I am the best.
Is Valentino sitting here with us, or is Valentino upstairs?
Has Valentino tasted the not right wine?
I think Valentino's been a bit solemn and has been mulling over the words that Molevin said, as though, although they were snap and they were being, a little bit trying to be private with it. Valentino did overhear the whole thing, and they're kind of not sulking, but they're being a bit solemn and withdrawn. So he's been hiding in the potato sack the whole time. Usually he'd lap up this kind of attention, right? It's a full bar. They want to hear stories. Valentino would be down there, but no, he's been thinking about himself, thinking about how he can do better. And so yeah, he's been reserved to his own little room, and he's been using the excuse that he doesn't want to actually encounter any Marquesia members, but I think secretly he's thinking about his behavior.
You think I went too far, Ratthew?
And sipping this horrible wine too.
Taste. You know,
it tastes bad because he feels bad.
Yes.
You think I went too far, Ratthew? What do you think?
Nah, Molevin. You know, I think I don't think you went too far. Yeah, you were just being honest. You know, emotions were high, but you know, I wouldn't regret what you said.
Okay. Should I apologize? I mean, I got him a bottle of wine. I feel like that was, you know, he likes that stuff.
You know, yeah. I think it's best that you guys make up as soon as possible, so there's no bad blood in the group, I think.
Okay, yeah. In the morning. I'll apologize in the morning.
Yeah.
I believe at this point, eventually people would start seeing like Corvid's like slowly like sidling out of the room one by one, but clearly like they're intentionally separating their like leave times by like 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Like it's orderly, but not.
Yeah, it's orderly, but they're trying not to seem suspicious. But by doing so, a couple of people do kind of go, "What are they doing?" But yeah, so you're planning on doing this evening, this morning?
Oh my
Tonight, because I want to do it before they have a chance to fiddle with anything. I want to.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, cool. And who is taking part in this? Is it just Quillon or
Any of the others are free to. I would say like anyone in the party who wants to be involved can easily have spotted Quillon at some point during this, whether it be like through a window or like easily anyone who wants to be involved could have easily gotten the itch that Quillon is up to something, because Quillon has never gone this much. Quillon has never not been behind you this often. Quillon sneaks into the dark. Usually Quillon is back soon, and Quillon has not come back in quotations.
Okay.
I think learning that maybe not everything needs to be written down, especially the illicit illegal activities. Molevin will sit this one out and just go to bed.
Okay, so
I
Molvin's
also
not
don't think I will not be that helpful in this situation.
Is Valentino going?
Valentino is concerned as to where Quillon is, if he's been gone for too long.
He's essentially probably going to be gone overnight.
Yeah, that's not normal. Usually Quillon's here to tuck me in.
Hmm.
I think eventually Valentino might get up and go looking for them.
Okay.
Maybe they bump into Molevin on the way downstairs. Molevin, you couldn't see Quillon anywhere.
Yeah, Quillon was in here. He rallied a group, including Ratthew. They're going to the Bunny Brotherhood for a job.
A job? Rallied a group? I didn't give any express order for this.
Well,
You
you know that Quillon.
Yes, I know him intrinsically, like the back of my hand, I would say. Hmm. I guess.
Did you enjoy the wine?
Uh, it was. In his mind, he's screaming, "God! It was the most disgusting poor peasant juice I've ever had." But I think he's holding that back, and instead he's saying, "It was fine." I think I don't know. Maybe it's my taste buds are a little off. It might have been the potato sack. I was in there for too long.
That
The
makes
smell of
sense.
starch is still stuffed in my nostrils.
That makes sense. Well, are you gonna go out there and find your friend?
Well, yes, I think I should do something about it.
Well, you're a good bat. That's what good friends do.
Well, thank you. I'll let you know if he's all right.
Okay, you don't have to ask me. I'll come with you. All right, let's go, Valentino.
You twisted my arm. All right, you're convincing.
I know
course,
it's beneath
yes,
your
the
nature
Roseman,
to ask me. I know, but so I'll just come.
It is.
Don't worry about it.
That's right. The great Roseman always requires an escort, or else who else would herald my arrival?
Someone's got to hit someone with a shovel.
Okay, we'll catch up to the others hopefully now.
And where is Jules?
Guilles was in the bar talking to Ash or boasting to Ash how much traffic we have caused to be in the tavern, seeing if we can build up a reputation or something even further.
I mean, considering you guys have now also not only brought the inn to life, but you've also brought medical supplies to
town.
To the town to further help the people. You've not only solved this mystery, but you've now played a part in healing the town. So yes, it would up your reputation by another tick box at least.
Yay!
Will you be joining the others at the Bunny
Yes.
Brotherhood? Fabulous. That's all I need to know so that I can plan the next session.
How many corvettes do you think am I able to pull together with?
There are 6 because we've said it's a murder, so it's at least 6.
It's at least 6. Okay, including myself, or 6 not including myself.
6 not including yourself.
Okay.
So it's 6 ravens. Oh no, is it 6
corvids?
It's corvids. So there's magpies, there's crows. So there's a mix of them. It's not just one particular breed.
I believe the murder is specific for crow.
Yes.
It can be
for rocks. It is a
I'm using it here as a generic expression to say 6. Okay.
It's a very cool expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a random yellow one amongst them, and he's like, "I count as a corvid. I'm a yellowhead."
My mom was a crow.
That is where we are going to wrap up because I'm conscious of the time, and we need to do end of session levely uppy bits.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Would you want to do the levely uppy bits on stream while we go over them?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
So yeah, everybody gets the plus reputation bit for the Eerie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ambition, yay.
All right, ambition does trigger for me as well.
Can you all also add
I don't think I did much.
your reputation trackers, can you please add the Bunny Brotherhood on?
Okay, yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Uh
Why? They're not going to be around for much longer.
oh. Yeah, Quillon and his boys have anything to say about it.
Seems a waste.
God, can't wait for us just to demolish them.
Be
Doing
careful. They
good.
are rabbits. They proliferate like bunnies.
Well, I'm thinking that the little kids in the woods are connected to these guys.
Molevin,
Look,
you
it-
get
yellow garlic, clearly.
you get 1 tick box for the Bunny Brotherhood.
Yay! They like me.
The rest of you are kind of neutral at the moment.
Wait,
You're not
does that
plus,
mean-
you're not minus.
does that
But
mean I get-
Molevin has been granted special permissions because he is a Molevin.
Yeah, wait,
Ooh.
does that mean I get 2 ambitions because I increased with Bunny Brotherhood and the
You only get
No,
drive.
no,
No, you only get one.
drive.
Boo.
Well, you can get a
Still only counts as
second
one.
level up if you also do your other drive.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You only get 1 for the reputation bit.
I didn't do anything illegal this session.
Do I also
I
get
didn't
a
topple any tyrannical figures.
plus
Hey, this-
reputation in the Marquisades? For supporting Faye?
It's less helping the Marquisate. We're more helping a specific person.
Yeah.
We might have
Yeah,
reputation.
she doesn't necessarily have any sway. She's just
Okay.
like you said, a glorified secretary.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any others?
I didn't get near death or incarceration. I think that might happen next session, though.
Okay.
I don't think I did anything illegal. I don't think.
You helped me do. You helped me.
I guess I helped you forge papers, which I guess like is technically illegal, but like I don't know. I guess we weren't really in the wrong. I mean, we were telling the truth, but I guess forging government documents is illegal. But I don't know. That could be a stretch. But aside from that, I don't think I really did anything illegal this session. I think Ratthew was a clean guy.
Any other drives?
Yeah, I
anyone?
don't think Rose. No, I don't think so.
I think I just had ambition. That's it.
I don't
Okay.
think there is any situation that would have procced my protection for Valentino.
Okay.
All right. Next
So-
session, we perform planned murder in a church.
So obviously this session, not much going on towards the end there. But next session, I would say that there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you all to complete your ambitions and drives. So
Okay.
Woo!
Interesting. Thank you guys, and thank you, Steph, for running that little route again.
thank you for playing.
We'll be back next week, and also catch us streaming on Tuesday for. It's going to be
Temporal
tomorrow is
Tower!
Temporal Tower, where the
With a special
party are
guest.
going to
returning.
return guest. Yes, but it's been a long time, and also we'll be live on Friday for our first session of Tomb of Annihilation. The dinner party
Woo!
depart, sailing towards Chult to embark to end the death curse. And then lastly, Sunday for Call from the Deep and I haven't got a name yet, but the some sort of divine comedy will no doubt take place. Right. Cool. Bye bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.